Welcome to another Cardano update. So yeah, Cardano right now seems to be in a second wave again, and this second wave is actually the second wave of this small 5-wave move to the upside that I'm expecting to get in maybe, let's say, the next maybe 2 weeks. So right now I cannot confirm that we actually bottomed in the second wave right here, until I get a break at least above this high at about 45.6 cents. Until we get there, then yeah, this is pretty much going to be just noise. But I have given you some support levels, and as you can see, they have been respected, so I'm not sure if the low is in, like I said. Maybe we'll get another low, which would not be that bearish, but I really want to see the price only get to the 0.618 and not drop to the 0.786. I think the 0.786 would be way too deep, and if we do drop to that level, then I expect this main second wave right here to get another low. But yeah, support levels are being respected, and like I said, this is a first wave move up, and now we're again in a second wave move down, and here's the support level for that. So right now we are pretty much going sideways at the 0.382 extension, and maybe this second wave will go to around maybe the 50% extension, or maybe a bit deeper to the 0.382 extension that I have right here, before hopefully bouncing and going in this target zone right here. And this, like I said, will look something like this. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, and hopefully 5 to finish a very small first wave move to the upside. So yeah, hopefully this happens. Don't forget, as long as the, let's say, 40.3 cents level holds, then yeah, you can expect the price to go a bit higher after we actually bottom in this second wave right here. Now on the 4-hour chart, this does not really look like an ABC, so let's actually check the 1-hour chart for this. And I mean, you could kind of say that, yeah, this is an ABC down, but yeah, we did not get a big bounce after the low, so maybe we'll get another one, which would not be bearish, like I said. So yeah, let's go on the 4-hour again. And let's look at the long term. So, I mean, that's not really the long term, but I believe right now we are in a second wave move down. And I mean, this is the first wave move up. It had 5 waves, and now we went down into an ABC to hopefully complete the second wave right here. Now, I know this might sound repetitive, but currently we are pretty much in a second wave, even in the subwave count. So hopefully this will come to an end soon, because I know it's not really fun for the price to just go in second waves again and again and again. But yeah, what do you want me to say? I mean, second waves are usually boring, and yeah, these are usually the waves that get people out of the market and get the weak hands out of the market. So you're just going to have to look at the chart for a few weeks, I would say, before it actually does a big move. Now, like I said, this move right here is the first wave, then we got the second wave, which I don't know if it bottomed, but if it did, I expect the third wave to go in this target zone right here, between, let's say, 63 cents and 68 cents, before going in a fourth wave and then a fifth wave, to only complete the first wave of the main third wave move to the upside. So, I mean, yeah, there's still a lot of time left in this cycle, so we do have time to go in these pretty much boring, let's just say, consolidation periods. But I mean, even if we were in the middle of a bull market, which I don't believe, I mean, maybe we are in the middle of a bull market, but I mean, this was only a first wave move to the upside, so the real bull market will, in my opinion, start once we confirm that the actual third wave is starting. And just to remind you, to confirm that the third wave is starting, I first pretty much need a break above the 81.5 cents level. And that would also confirm that this is the low of the second wave, because, I mean, we could always get another low. Now, would I want to see that? Well, not really. I mean, here we already went below the 0.786 level. And if we do get another low, that would put us, I mean, it would not invalidate the first wave move up, but this second wave would be, in my opinion, way too deep. And it would have a bigger chance of just getting invalidated and getting to these lows right here, and then the whole structure will be invalidated and will go to a new bear market low. Do I think that will happen? No, but could it happen? I mean, is it possible for it to happen? Well, absolutely. You just need to be aware of all the possible things that can happen. I mean, it could go to zero tomorrow. I don't think it's going to happen because the technology is there. So, I mean, I don't think it's possible for it to go to zero tomorrow. I don't think that's even realistic, but this is crypto. I mean, it is a bit more, let's just say, I don't want to use the word dangerous, but you could lose your money a lot faster in crypto than, let's say, the stock market. So be careful. And whenever we do get these corrections to the downside, just maybe don't look at the chart for like a few months, because I mean, yeah, it's not really much going on right now, and this is where people start turning bearish. And like I said, this is where the weaker hands pretty much sell, and they get into other altcoins, for example, only for the price on these altcoins to drop, and then they sell again, and yeah, that's how you lose money pretty much. Like I said, this is not financial advice, so you should do your own research about this, but I mean, Cardano is not really looking bearish right now, and if we do get this third wave move to the upside, which should get us to about, let's say, 65 cents, then that will also pretty much confirm that, yes, the second wave might be in. We are also still below the bull market support band, as you can see, so it's not unusual for the price to go below the bull market support band in a second wave, but in my opinion, we have been below it for enough time. As you can see, for example, in the previous cycle, to actually let's see how long we stayed below the bull market support band in the second wave in the previous cycle after we got below it. So let's say we got below it around here, and we managed to get back above it about here. So it took about 78 days. Now, if we take this and we put it, let's say, about, well, actually here, we'll see that, yeah, in this cycle we have been below the bull market support band longer than what we were in the previous cycle. Is that really bearish? Not really. I mean, the price action does not really have to completely mirror what happened in the previous cycle. We do not have to, I mean, I don't think it's even possible to pretty much copy what happened each day of the previous cycle. I don't think that's realistic. But I mean, this could give us pretty much, let's just say, an idea of when the price will manage to get above the bull market support band again. And also, as you can see, after we got above the bull market support band, after we went in this second wave correction, we did not really go below it at all for the third wave. Well, we went below it here after we finished the third wave. So if we do get above it right now, and if we do get above the, let's say, right now, about the 48 cents level, if we do get above that, then we should not drop below it in the next about, let's say, let's take this and this. So for the next 6 months, we should not drop below the bull market support band again. Well, obviously we'll drop after that, but after we do get above it, let's say we get above it in like maybe a week or so, let's say we get above it by August 5th, for example, after that, we should not go below it until we get to at least, in my opinion, the previous all-time high right here at about $3.10 for the third wave. But I mean, I think the third wave should go a bit higher because in the previous cycle, as I mentioned a lot in my previous videos, the third wave went above the previous 100% extension of the previous all-time high. So, I mean, could it happen again in this cycle? Well, right now we are copying what happened in the first wave move up and the second wave move down, so I don't see why it could not happen. But obviously we could do something completely different in this cycle, so yeah. But for now, I mean, like I said, if we do get above the bull market support band, then I do not want to see another break below it for at least 6 months after we get above it. So yeah, let's also look at the weekly chart. So the weekly chart is looking kind of good actually. The RSI is still above the yellow line, which is a good sign. And I mean, the week will finish today. I mean, I'm recording this video 24 hours in advance. So, I mean, it does not look like Cardano will go below the yellow line right here. And if we close above it, then I mean, I expect it to get a bounce after that. And this could mean that next week we might get a big bounce to the upside, and maybe we'll actually get to the 60 cents level. Now, of course, this structure could always fail and we could always put in another low, but right now we are closing above the yellow line, which is a really good sign. So yeah, let's watch the RSI very closely in the next, let's say, week to see what happens. Oh, another thing I want to mention, the RSI is currently at about 44, which is a good sign because the price is at like 41 cents. I mean, the last time we were at an RSI of 44, it was around here, and the price was like 37 cents at this high right here before it got rejected, and yeah. And another example, here when we dropped to this low right here, the RSI was about 35, and right now in the second wave low right here, when we dropped to pretty much the same level, the RSI was also like 35, but the price was a bit higher. It was actually 10 cents more than what it was right here. So right now there's a lot of potential for the price to go in the third wave. We just need to see it happen, and in my opinion, we should see it happen very soon. Because I know we have been in the second wave correction for a very long time now, and also if this second wave manages to pretty much be confirmed that it's in, and if we get above the 80 cents level and we go in the third wave, the fourth wave that we will get after the third wave right here should really not be as, let's say, boring as this second wave right here. And it should be a lot faster. So yeah, keep that in mind, because most of the time, if the second wave is boring, the fourth wave is usually not that boring, and that also goes the other way around. So if the second wave is fast and is not boring, then there's a high possibility that the fourth wave will be very boring. So keep that in mind as well. But I mean, right now we cannot really talk about the fourth wave until we get to at least the third wave. So let's see what happens. I remain bullish, and also make sure to check out our Patreon for some exclusive altcoin analysis. And if you want to give us an altcoin that you want us to cover, we do that for gold Patreons. So if you're interested, make sure to check it out. And if you like this video, subscribe and like, and I will see you in the next one.